I don't really know what to do. Can't really remember. It's been an awful long time. It's got something to do with this thing, I guess, hasn't it? Something to do with this, and maybe something to do with this. Maybe. Oh, and definitely something to do with this. Oh, hang on. Hello. I should probably, before I dive in. It's Andrew from AntRC. Welcome back to one of my seemingly rare bench videos. I never thought I'd be saying that. But without further ado, first of all, do you like the t-shirt? See, Steve bought me this in RC Crawlers Mid Wales. He presented me with this t-shirt at my last visit. He wants me to wear this on the next bench video, so I am wearing it. Thank you, Steve. It looks really smart, and I'm sure, like me, all those professional electronics peoples will know what it means. Will understand the logo. Capacitors are useless. Right, so I've got an unboxing to do here from CML distribution, it says on here. So yeah, let's get into it. And this leads us to another important subject, which of course is the channel's deviation from crawlers. We've moved in a slightly sideways direction for a little while into the world of kind of rally, kind of Tamiya, kind of on-road, off-road kind of vehicles. In as much as I've got one and Tel's got one. And that's, he says, glancing quickly at what's inside, that's exactly what this is. This is exactly what this is. Now, there's an awful big box for whatever's in here. Now, this is going to be for this. Now, you've all seen, or most of you have seen, lots of people have seen, in fact, 2,000 views my Alpha Run videos had, and the boxing, one of the bench videos featuring it is not far behind. So thank you to everybody who's watched that video. It was a really encouraging sign. Clearly, we're on a bit of a streak with these things, and they're popular. We know they're popular, right? Tamiya stuff and that. So we're further empowered, really, and it's and if you don't like it, it's your fault for watching the videos. So this has come to me via Martin from work. Hi Martin, hi Ondine, his daughter, who's an avid fan. He gave me the 05 chassis. Let's back up a tiny bit. The chassis that's under the Alpha, he gave me that. So he's also then given me this, which is his last chassis that he has. And this is not a Tamiya chassis. This is a Schumacher Mi or Mi5, I think it is, or something like that. It's an M5 something or other from Schumacher. And it's all carbon fibre goodness. And he's given me this chassis. So of course, it would be very rude if I didn't have a body shell to put on it. And I didn't want to start taking the Alpha shell and moving it around. So the Alpha shell's on the TA05 for the time being until the TA05 chassis throws the towel in completely. So I had to buy a new shell, didn't I? That's what's in here. Now it's not boxed, as you can see. I thought it might be in the lovely Killerbody box. Sadly not. This is the Killerbody shell again. Let me take my glasses off so I can see it. This is a Killerbody Skyline Nissan Hardtop 2000 Turbo GTES from, I believe, the 70s. So I'm going retro with this baby. Now, this is the clear version. You may have seen this in white, you may have seen it in black. Those are the two pre-painted colours that they do, the Killerbody do. So I've had to go unpainted because I didn't want either of those two. And to be honest, I've decided the Alpha was obviously all done. This I wanted to have a go at doing myself. Well, maybe you can you make that out? It's going to be purple. So I've decided to go back to the old. I quite like the whole kind of old purple Toyotas and Nissans, the whole, kind of 70s. A lot of them were this kind of aubergine purple, which I really like. So I've gone for PS18 metallic purple. What I really like about this Killerbody stuff, the quality is out of this world for a Lexan shell. So there's the shell. Obviously lovely. So it's a kind of lovely, it's got that lovely kind of 70, kind of almost like a Torino from Starsky and Hutch kind of shape. Coupe, obviously. Yeah. Nice thick Lexan. We appear to have another bit at the front. I don't know what that is. It's like a whole kind of separate section. We have an entire chrome back section with the tail lights and stuff. That must just sit inside the shell, I guess. We have a set of wheel arches in horrible crinkly plastic, and some bumpers, I think. So this is why I like the Killerbody stuff, man. It's a kit of its own. 40 quid, 42 pounds, something or other. Another set of chrome stuff. More light buckets and exhaust pipes and so on, and a black set of sprues, which looks like, well, I suppose just trim details, mirrors, various vents and things like that, I suppose. Yeah, pretty serious stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be. Let me. I don't know whether you really need to see this on camera or not, but just put that down there. So we've got window masks. Yeah, oh my goodness. So I mean, it's a proper full kind of. They're a build job in their own right. You know, they can't. I don't want to knock, you know, Proline and the kind of regular, you know, Lexan shells that you, if you're lucky, you might get to add wing mirrors to them, but really. Anyhow, I've also got a set of G-made lighting string. Now this is the warm white LED light kit, GM30173. So if, like me, you quite like these older cars with the yellow lights, if you've seen the Alpha video, you'll see the Alpha has not got whitey blue headlights, it's got yellow headlights. Old school, like halogen, you know, old school car headlight bulbs. That's these, okay? That's this string of lights. This is exactly the same type, so do watch out for this. They're available, as I say, GM30173, any kind of retro car, really, sort it out. Now, to the elephant in the room. The Range Rover. Where is the Range Rover? You've undoubtedly not been asking for months. Well, it's here, and it's still brown, and still isn't finished. In fact, still is indistinguishable, really, from how it was the last time you saw it on this channel. But it's not been without its dramas. So you may, a quick recap, you may have, I can't remember even the last bench video I did that featured this, but basically, to cut a long story short, I'd got it kind of to this stage, all shiny and painted. I'd done the black for the floating roof and the black for the rub strip down here. And in doing the black, I had to mask off the brown. I unpeeled the masking tape, and the tape took the lacquer with it, which of course left a horrible finish and was basically a write-off. So I had to take it, I've spent the last few months taking it all the way back down to the plastic, really, but virtually with sandpaper, to get rid of all the crackles. I've redone it, and it's crackled again, so I've redone it again, took it all back again, so that I've had at least 2 attempts at this, and finally I got to the point where I put a bit of brown on and it crackled again. So it was like, I think it was the 3rd time, and I didn't do the whole thing, I just did the bonnet, and it started crackling again, and I realised something fundamentally was wrong with what was underneath. So I took the view that it was at the point where, right, I'm gonna you remember this is a present, a birthday present from Steve again at RC Crawlers Mid Wales. Maybe he fancies me or something, I don't know, but I'll take presents from whoever they come for whatever their motives. But not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. It was at the point where I was basically going to buy another shell, not tell him, just buy another Range Rover shell and use that one, chuck this one because it's cursed. But I was at that point, and I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to smooth it all down, and I'm going to put enamel on it, because this is all Halford's car lacquer, so all car paint. So I thought I'll give it a coat of enamel, white I think I had, and so whatever's underneath gets buried under a coat of enamel, and work from that as my base coat. So I did that, and then I put some silver on top, and then I've put brown on top of that, and each coat has been gone on fine. I've had no issues, touch wood. So we're now back at the point where I've had many brown coats, and I've just put the first coat of lacquer on the top, and it's all nice and shiny. It's a little bit orange peely, because as it turns out, so Steve tells me, because he's a bit of an expert at these things, you know, the atmosphere makes a big difference. The fact that I did the first attempt in the summer means that it's much more likely to be shiny and clear and on point. Doing it in the winter when it's humid and cold doesn't work so well. So I'm just kind of going with it right now. So it's going to get another coat of lacquer, heavier coat of lacquer, so it maybe settles a bit smoother, and then I'm going to call the brown done. I'm also leaving an awful long time between doing anything with this. Rushing was the other crime I committed, I think. If I'd have left the lacquer a week to dry before masking it off instead of 24 hours, might not have had the problem in the first place. So everything I do to this is interspersed with a week of just watching it. So that's why there's not been a whole bunch of production going on, a whole bunch of bench videos, because essentially it's got another coat of brown on this week. I can't really show you all that. So I am now at the point where this was done the weekend. It's Monday night tonight, so I will leave this. It's touch dry, it feels fine, but I'm not going to push my luck. At the weekend it'll get another, like I say, heavier coat of lacquer on, then it'll wait another week. So in 10 days time or so, I'll start masking off for the black, nervously. Which is when you'll probably see it again. If that comes off and the black's beautiful and everything's great, then you'll see it again. The roof section, of course, there's no roof on. The roof piece is all done, and that's originally how it was. I have a funny feeling it's not going to match this brown. I have a funny feeling it's a different tone because of the background. Everything's different, you know. The tail piece has been redone. That's the same colour as this, but I suspect the roof might be a slightly lighter brown. I seem to remember it being a little bit more caramelly than this dog turd brown. So yes, that's the technical term. So there's the Rangie. Okay, it is still on the bench. It is still going. I have broken the window frame here, which is a little bit annoying, and will need repairing at some point. But yeah, I'm still excited about this project. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's just a lovely looking thing. I was tempted with silver, because when I'd done the silver backing coat, it looked beautiful, but brown it is. Anyway, so that's that. That's what's on the bench, and thank you for sticking with us. I have no idea how long this video's been. Can't see. I haven't got my glasses, but I know where they are though. That's at first. Anyway, so thank you very much. Do bear with us. I hope you're liking the shorts that we're doing. Not short shorts, you know. I mean the video shorts that we're doing, because we just discovered them really and started giving it a go, and they seem to be going down very well. You know, much better than the full length videos, of course. I suppose they would do. So yeah, do keep your eyes out. Do check out the shorts. Give them a like. You know, if you've seen them. I'm gonna also try and do a bit more behind the scenes kind of stuff for the community posts. We're just lazy and forgetful. I am anyway. And we're both lazy. I'm not excluding Tel altogether from that stuff, but I just forget to do things. I have an idea and I forget. It's like I forgot where the lapel mic is, so I'm using the big one here. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to try and pad out what we do a little bit more, so you can see more and just slightly different content. You know, if nobody watches it, it's no harm, is there? But if somebody does and enjoys it, then that's a job done. So there you go. Thank you for that. I've been Andrew. This has been RC. This has been Killerbody Skyline Mi5 road chassis Range Rover. You know, mashup. All right, and there, I'll leave it there. Thank you. Good night. Take it easy, and we'll see you again next time. I'm not going to say soon because that's a promise I might not keep, but we'll see you again. Goodbye.